morning, dear students. Today in the lesson circle, we will start with a new topic, circumference of a circle. So before I begin, I ask you to take out your pencil, your ruler, if you can get one thread along with it, and any object which is circular in shape, so that you may try to find out the circumference of a circle, circumference of any given object. Now suppose this is the circle which I am going to take. I have to find out the circumference of a circle. Now what is the circumference? Circumference is the edge of the circle. So we need to find out how much is the length of this circumference. Now how can we do this? With the help of what we can do this? There is a formula for this which you are going to study in the higher classes. But right now you are not going to study a formula, but by doing practical activity we are going to find out the circumference of the circle. For this you will require any lid. You can have a plastic bottle lid or any lid, or you can have a bangle, anything which is circular in shape, so as to find out the circumference. Now let me take this lid of one of the dabba, okay, and use a thread to find out the circumference here like this. So here I am taking a thread and I am trying to find out now the circumference of this lid. Now take a thread in your hand like this, and you have to hold the thread like this, okay, and then go on putting this thread around the edge of this lid, and then once you get the point, once you get the length, what you have to do is that mark that point with the help of either a pen or a marker. Okay, see that the thread is not loose, it should be tight enough so that you can easily take the, okay, so I have made this in such a way that now these two strings will be touching each other. See that both of them are tied to each other. Fine. So now once you have taken it, you can mark this edge. You can see the end of this thread over here. So here you can mark with the help of a marker, or you can take a pen. Now once you have taken the marking, what you have to do is that remove this thread from the lead now like this, okay, and then with the help of a ruler keep it straight, okay, keep it straight like this, and then try to measure the point. Now here is the point which I have got, okay, and here is this much is the length of the thread. So you need to take a long ruler for this so as to find out the measurement. So I will take a ruler, okay, you might be having like this ruler, you might be having a long ruler, okay, so I have this type of ruler which I can extend like this, and then find out with the help of this ruler how much is the length. You need to keep the thread in such a manner that will be straight. So here you have to touch it to the ruler at 0 marking like this, fine, this way, and the other end wherever it goes you have to measure. So here I am taking it exactly on 0, and then wherever is the mark I am going to place it. Now right now I cannot show it to you, but then because I will try this way to show you. So you keep the ruler in such a manner that the thread is showing the 0 marking as well as wherever is the mark we have done. So let me show you by magnifying it. Here you can see that end of this thread is at 0 marking like this. Fine, and now we will go this way. So you can see now. So what I have done is I have cut now wherever the marking is. So you can see where it is going. Last point is somewhere here at around 26, okay, 26 centimeter, and you can count how many millimeters are there. Around 1 2 3 4, okay, 23 and 26 centimeter and 4 millimeter is the circumference of the lead what we have taken, this lead. Okay, so what is the measurement? It is 26 centimeter and 4 millimeter is the length of the circumference or length of the edge of this lead circle. Okay, so the circumference, total circumference, which is the edge of the lead, is 26 centimeter and 4 millimeter. So like that you can find out how find out the circumference of any given circle. So this is regarding the circumference of the circle. So there is formula for finding out the circumference of a circle which you are going to study in the higher classes, and that formula is 2 pi r. Okay, you are going to learn about what is the value of pi and all, and then you can multiply with the number 2 and whatever is the radius, and then you can find out the circumference of any given circle without measuring like this all the time. Now let us continue with the next part of the lesson, that is an arc of the circle. Now here I have one circular bangle. Okay, now we need to learn what is meant by an arc of the circle. Now we have learned so many things now up to now, that is, one is the chord, radius, diameter. Then we have also learned about what is the relationship between the diameter and the radius in the previous video. Then today we have learnt about what is meant by the circumference of a circle. Circumference is nothing but the edge of the circle. And now we are going to study about what is meant by arc of the circle or arcs of the circle. Okay, now here is a bangle, and now I am going to break it into two pieces. Correct? Now here you can get two pieces here of a bangle, that is, this is one piece and this is another piece. So if you could see over here, each of these part is like a arc. Each of this part is like a arc. Let's suppose this arc, this bangle was like this before. Okay, and after breaking it becomes into two parts, and each of this part is called as arc of the circle. So let's suppose one point is A and the other point is B. Suppose this point is A and this point is B. Fine. Then this will be arc, okay, AB, and this also will be arc AB. So we don't know how to write the name of the arc, because every time if suppose a question is asked, write the names of the arcs of a circle, then you cannot say AB and again AB, because both are same but actually they are different. Correct? So we should name them in such a way that both of them will be looking different. Okay, so for that we need to take another point on the two arcs. Okay, so here one point and here one point, so that we can name them with the 3 letters. So first, now let me show it with the help of a circular diagram. So let's draw one circle here. Take a point as usual. First you take a point on the circle, point to draw like this. Fine. And then with any radius, any distance, any radius, you can draw the circle. Keep the metal tip on the point which you have chosen, and then draw a circle like this. So once you have drawn the circle like this, now do not change the measurement. Now draw the two arcs. Okay, one arc like this and the other arc like this. Fine. So now we have got two arcs here. Let's suppose this is the circle which we are going to divide into two parts now. How we can divide it into two parts? Suppose I was telling you, let this point be A and this point be B. So we are getting two arcs here. This is one arc AB, another arc AB. Correct? So what is the problem? We cannot understand which is that arc, right? So what we will do now, we will give some another name here. So let's suppose this is X and this is Y. Now we can name the two arcs as this first above arc, like this. Okay, above arc we can call it as this is A, okay, and B. So this above arc will be AX B and below arc will be BX A. Okay, so now we are having two arcs here. That is, one arc is AX B and another arc is BY A. Okay, this is X and this is Y. So the names of the arcs are AXB, okay, arc, when you are writing you will write here arc AXB and second arc AYB, arc AYB. Fine. So this way you can write down the names of the arcs with the three letters, that is arc AXB and arc AYB, or you can also call it as BYA. Any way you want to say. Even AXB you can say BXA, okay, or AXB, and AYB or BYA. Whatever you like you can write. Fine. So this is how you are supposed to write the names of the arcs with the three letters. Always remember, it should have three letters. You cannot write the name of arc with only two letters. Fine. Now let us try to do some activities or problem set number 31. You have to do it on your own, but let me show you how to do it. Okay. So for that method, we'll take the first exercise or first question from this lesson, that is first question from the problem set number 31. Okay, so first one is, in the figure given alongside, okay, so this is the figure. You can open page number 45 when I am explaining to you. In the given figure alongside, points S, L, M and N are on the circle. Answer the questions with the help of the diagram. Okay, so let's see what are the questions here. Write the names of the arcs with endpoints S and M. So what we are asked to do now, what we have to do is that we have to write the names of the arcs, first one with the endpoints S and M. Okay, so endpoint S. So it should be noted that whenever you are taking endpoints, that means it will be the last two letters of the arc. So here we are having now S and M. So how many arcs we can see with that, we will see now. Now here S and M, this is one arc. Okay, you can see over here, this is one arc here. And the name of this arc is SLM. Okay, the first name is arc SLM. Okay, and second one with the endpoints S and M are MNS. Okay, arc MNS. So this is another arc here. So first arc is arc SLM and second arc is MNS. So we are getting with endpoints S and M two arcs, SLM and MNS. Fine. Now let us go to the next question, that is, write the names of the arc with the endpoints L and N. Now we have to see now which are the 2 points L and N. So here L and N are there as the 2 points. So what we have to write the answer now? we have taken now L and N. So we can say with L and N 2 arcs again. So this is one arc L, M, N. Okay, this is one arc, that is L, M, N is one arc, and second arc you can have N, S, L or L, S, N. You can write from any side, this point or this point you can start, there's no problem. Okay, so we are getting with Ln also, L and N 2 arcs, that is one arc is arc. You have to write ARC, arc, L, M, N, and second one is N, S, L or L, S, N. Okay, so we have answered the first question. So with S and M, there are 2 arcs, this one, okay, and this one, and with L and N, this is the arc and this is the arc, right? So now let us go for the second question. Let us try to answer the second question now. Yes, write the names of the arcs that points A, B, C and D in the given circle give rise to. So we have to take now all the possible names of the arcs. Okay, that is, I will show it on the notebook how we can write down the names of the arcs with all these letters A, B, C, D, which is given over here on the side. Okay, so instead of showing it here, I am going to show it on the notebook now. Now with this is the circle, I have named all the different points which are given same in the textbook. So we will try to find out how many arcs we can have with the different combination, with the different endpoints. So first endpoint we can take is A and B. Okay, with A and B, let us try to find out how many arcs we can get. So with endpoint A and B, we can get this arc, this is one, okay. So this arc we can get A and B, fine, and again from here B to A, okay, A to B, B to A. But if you go to C over here, there is no point, correct, and we want 3 points exactly, or 3 letters we want, right? So when there is no point, then you can give your own point there. So we can call it as X, Y, Z, whatever you want. So I'll take the point P. Okay, I will take a point here P. Now I can call the name of this arc as APB. Okay, so first we'll write down here now arc with endpoints A and B. We are having 2 arcs, that is arc APB. APB and arc we can have another arc from B to A now, or A to B, like this or this way, anyway. So we are having now 2 points here, right? Then how to name the arc here, because otherwise it will be 4 points. But you can choose any letter among this. Either you can take D or you can take C. So I will show you with both. So ADB, you can write it as ADB, or you can also call it as ACB or ACB. You can either call it as ADB, that is A, D and B, that means this arc, or you can also call it as this arc as ACB. You can also call it as BCA or BDA, any side, but the end point should remain at the 2 ends only. Fine. So this is with A and B endpoints. We are getting 2 arcs, APB and BCA or ACB or and BDA or ADB. Okay, this way you can call it as. Now next one, we will take another points now, that is we will take now B and C, right? We will take now the 2 points B and C. So here there is one arc like this. If you can see, this is one arc and this is one big arc up to here. So from B to C is one arc and from C to B is another arc, which is very big now. But again here there is no point. So again we will take another point. Let's say suppose this is Q now. Let's suppose this is Q now. So we will write the names now. Okay. So the name of this arc with the end points B and C now. B and C, we are having BQC is one. BQ arc BQC or CQB, you can call it as, and arc C, okay, either DB, CDB or BDC, okay, any way you can call it as C. From here CDB or BDC, fine. Arc BDC, or you can call it as CDB, and second one, another extra point is there, you can also call it as BAC or CAB, fine, whichever you want you can write. So another one is BAC or ACB, like this you can write. Okay, so anyway you can write, fine. So this is regarding the point, end points B and C. Now let us see now another end points. Now we will go for C and D. We will go for C and D. Again you can call here another point, put another point here in between, because this arc is there and this whole arc is there. So we can put a point here as PQ. This is R. Fine. Now again we can call it as CRD or DRC. Okay. Arc CRD, or you can also call it a DRC. There's no problem. You can write any one. And second arc is from here to here or from here to here. So second arc is, we can have either DAC or DBC. Okay, DAC or DBC. Fine. The next one with the points. With the points now, D and A. D and A again. So now I hope so you have understood how you can write. Now we have the endpoints D and A here, D and A. So D and A, again this is one arc and this is a big arc here. Again there is no point here. We can call it as S point S. But remember students, whichever point you are taking later on, you need not consider with other points. Okay, that is from here A to D we are saying, here only it is applicable. You cannot call B what is that, D S or DSA, like that you cannot call. Fine. So only at the end points, and these points are taken later on, so you cannot take any other name which are given already in the, so those only you have to take. Fine. Now we will write the name of this, that is ASD or DSA is one arc. ASD or DSA, and second arc is this one, this way. So second arc we can have like this up to here, from here to here. So we are getting 2 points here. This is 1 point and 1 point, and here this is another point here. Correct. So we can call it as either DCA or DBA. Okay, DCA or DBA, or you can also call it as like this, DCA or DBA, or you can also call it as ACD and ABD. Okay, so this is now the fourth pair. So can you have another points here? Can you have other points, other endpoints? So A and B is over, B and C is over, C and D is over, D and A is over. But there are other points also. We can take A and C, correct? Correct now? And we can take B and D. So altogether 6 different pairs of arcs we are going to get. So now let us try with A and C now. Okay, A and C. So with A and C now, A and C, which are the arcs here? So with A and C, if you see this part here, A and C, so this is one arc, okay, and it is already having the middle letter, so we can call it as arc A, B, C, okay, arc A, B, C, that is this arc, A, B, C, and arc C, D, A, okay, arc C, D, A, okay. So you can have arc A, B, C and arc C, D, A. You can also call it from the behind A, D, C, and here C, B, A. So this is with the point A and C. Now what is left is B and D is left, okay. So the last pair in this is B and D. So which are the arcs here? B and D. So with B and D we are getting this arc like this, and another arc is this way. Fine. So we'll name the arcs as B, C, D. Okay. B, C, D. Arc B, C, D and arc, okay, B, C, D and arc D, A, B, okay, D, A, B, D, A, B, arc D, A, B. This way you can have. So you can even write this as DCB. BCD can be also written as DCB, and arc DAB also can be written as BAD. So this is how you are supposed to find out or write the names of the different arcs. So I hope so you have understood how to write the names of the different arcs. So you will try to do on your own question number 3 from this, that is this one. Give the names of the arcs that are made by the points P, Q, R, S and T in the figure alongside, that is this. So you will get so many arcs here, okay. And last question also, measure and note down the circumference different circular objects, okay. It is convenient to use a measuring tape for this purpose. So what you can do is that question number 3 and 4 you try to solve on your own, okay. Fine. Answers I'm going to send you. Till then students, so we have finished with the lesson now. We will meet again in the next lesson. So I hope so you have understood. If there is any doubt, you can call me and find out. So thank you dear students.